Gang, let's go! This is the Forge Master coming at you, Warhammer live in the flesh. So why is it that People's Protesting Podcast, Ashton, Nick Fuentes, and Ethan Rolfe are much more successful, much more happier overall with their lives, have a wider network of friends, and ultimately get more viewers than either Dyer or Southern Israelite? Even though Dyer and Southern Israelite are probably a lot smarter and a lot more intellectually grounded, philosophically grounded. So why is that? Well, it's because there is something that PPP, Ethan Rolfe, and, Nick Fuentes have that people actually like. People enjoy watching them because they have quirks. They're not normies, They're not really complete spurgs. Well, PPP is a spurg, but he's a likable, understandable spurg. So they are sort of borderline normies, but they have the intelligible dialect, they have the talent, and they have the trade of being likable people. Even if they're really not likable people, in person, they can be presentable in the sense that people find them attractive. PPP is a fat, lesbian-looking, weird guy. He talks real funny. That's not from Plate Gang, by the way. That's something that I bought. But anyways, PPP, he is a spurg. There's no doubt about that. And sometimes you can tell that there's a lot of incoherency in PPP. He lacks a lot of consistency, but he can put on a show. He can put on a show and thousands of people will watch him. He basically, all he really does is just randomly talk out of his ass. Ethan Rolfe, he's probably in person not really that great of a guy to be around in person, but he can put on a show. He can put on a show and people will watch him. He's quirky. He's a borderline normie, but he's not completely a boring normie. He's not off, like a complete schizo or psychopath. He's not a total narcissist, but he's also not totally a normie. He's balanced. Nick Fuentes is a cat boy. Nick Fuentes is like a cat boy. This is what I got in the package, by the way. It's a cabinet. Yeah, it's nothing from Plate Gang or from the J-Danks Army, thankfully. Thank God, thank the Lord. Praise be unto the most heavenly high Father. But anyways, Nick Fuentes is a cat boy. He is a little bit of a spurg. He's not as much of a spurg as Ashton Parks, but he can still, put together, some good arguments, even though he's not really that deep into philosophy. He still knows and understands enough politics, even though he's basically a cat boy. He's really super gay, but he's likable and he's presentable. Coach Red Pill, Gonzalo Lara, he's presentable. That's what Dyer and what Southern Israelite are not. Okay? Mr. Medicare is right in the middle. Basically, like Mr. Medicare, he's right in the middle between these two. He's philosophical enough, like Dyer and Southern Israelite, but he's also entertaining just enough So Mr. Medicare is basically kind of like in the middle here. So why is it that nobody really cares about Dyer and Southern Israelite? Because Dyer is boring. Dyer is really smart. He's very intelligent. You know, he wrote Esoteric Hollywood. He wrote all of these books and stuff, but how many people outside of like InfoWars, outside of the alternative, establishment, anti-establishment, anti-occultism, anti-Satanism, InfoWars kind of, how many people outside of that, corner, that fringe corner of the internet are going to be reading Dyer's books? And Dyer has no degrees, for most of the material that he writes. Another thing, too, Dyer relies too much on his own mind. He relies way too much on his academic skills, and it turns people away from watching him. He does get a fairly decent audience, but it's more like what Pimpin' Pat does. Pimpin' Pat found a niche on the internet or on YouTube that he could do, and so Dyer did the same thing as Pimpin' Pat. He found a niche, and he gained a following, or he found a following and an audience that will follow, and stuff. But outside of Dyer's niche, outside of that following who's attracted and has interest in that niche that he discusses about Eastern Orthodoxy, alternative news, etc., nobody is really interested in what Dyer has to say. Southern Israelite is the lowest in regards to this. So PPP would be way over here. Nick Fuentes, Ethan Rolfe, Mr. Medicare would be right in the middle. And then Dyer would be about here. And then way over here on this side would be Southern Israelite. Southern Israelite is not very good at presenting his arguments. Instead, what he does is that he writes an entire wall of words, about 15, 17 different points of this and that, and nobody is going to go to his WordPress and read it because nobody ultimately cares. So anyway, Southern Israelite is real bad. He makes a wall of text on his WordPress, and then he does 15-minute streams where he reads through the wall of text and all this other crap. And it's just the most randomized schizo takes that you could imagine of somebody, of anybody. So Southern Israelite is basically the polar opposite of Nick Fuentes, and, he's kind of closer to Mr. Medicare, but he's not, he's basically, Dyer is a second-tier Mr. Medicare. Southern Israelite is like a third or a fourth-tier Mr. Medicare in this regard. He's extremely philosophical. He's very highly rationalist. He defends Nazarene Judaism. He defends the Puritan Reformation, or at least Henry VIII's Anglican Reformation, and he kind of defends some aspects of the 17th century Puritans, but at the end of the day, who watches him? Nobody. Unlike Dyer and Pimpin' Pat, who found their personal niche and attracted a successful following, Southern Israelite does not attract a following. He's got 6 or 7 dedicated people that follow him, and then he posts a video of a freaking ticket, like a ticket he got from winning a lottery of like around $100,000 that he got from winning and gambling. And then he shows off his Toyota Camry sedan, the most popular common car in America, or the most expensive popular common vehicle in America that's only about around 35,000. And he probably bought it on a sales when it was on sale. So Southern Israelite, he's worser than Jay Dyer. At least Jay Dyer can get an audience with his particular subjects. Southern Israelite has written like 50 books or whatever, really PDF files and stuff. They're about, 20 to 150 pages long, maybe 300 pages long, but who reads it? Do you know anyone who has ever read anything that Southern Israelite has wrote? Because I don't know about nobody. No one. Southern Israelite feels that he is overqualified, and academically speaking, he probably is, but has somebody giving a presentation, has someone, in terms of having like an argument and stuff, he's really not that good. Him and Jay Dyer are terrible at attracting an audience. They're terrible at getting people to watch them. They are the very opposite of these other guys do. PPP has quirks, like he has character quirks or character quarks. He's funny and he's entertaining. PPP is funny. Nick Fuentes has a bunch of personality flaws, and he's funny. Ethan Rolfe has a lot of flaws, but he's funny. These guys are funny. People can laugh at them, they can laugh with them, and ultimately, they can attract an audience. Southern Israelite takes himself way too seriously. He's an overt try-hard. And whenever he actually tries to talk, you see, when Southern Israelite writes on his WordPress, his wall of text, it sounds pretty good and pretty interesting, but as soon as he starts actually talking and opening his mouth, he's boring as hell. It's incredibly boring to listen to. It's very hard to endure. It's a nuisance to hear him or watch him. Jay Dyer is exactly the same thing. It's annoying to watch him. He's not funny. These guys take themselves way too seriously. They don't know how to entertain their viewers. They don't know how to get their viewers to laugh with them, and so they don't attract anybody outside of their particular niche. So they're just not entertaining. They're not funny to watch. They're not interesting to watch. That's why Southern Israelite and Jay Dyer will never be successful like Ashton, like Ethan Rolfe, like Baked Alaska, like Nick Fuentes, like these other guys. Or create a party in their house, and they can attract and bring people into the party to be with them, dude. Southern Israelite is boring. He's very mean. He's very obnoxious. He's a very obnoxious and cold guy. And that's why nobody wants to, watch him, dude. Jay Dyer is obnoxious. He's repetitive. He's boring. He doesn't really change his presentation. He always gives the same boring, irrelevant takes all the time. Nobody is going to be attracted to anything that he says. So that's why PPP, Ethan Rolfe, Nick Fuentes, Baked Alaska are more successful than Southern Israelite or Jay Dyer. That was basically it. Jay Dyer is annoying. Yes, I agree. Forge Gang! What's up, Ghost of Niccolo? What's up, Esoteric Shaggyism? How are y'all doing? Is it a pipe bomb? No. Jeff Berry, gang! What's up, Jeff? What's up, Swabby? E-Celeb tier list. Mormon Shaggy should debate Jay Dyer on the kill stream. That'll be interesting. Eastern Orthodox versus Mormon advocates. Probably it'll be an extremely boring and very uninteresting thing. Dude, Mormon Shaggy is not a philosopher. Esoteric. What's up, Eric Duchamp? Degeneracy. Ribbit. That's what happens, Eric, when you go through the smelter too many times. He speaks exactly like Nick when he says the same thing in the same ways. Who does? Jaden? Oh, Jaden speaks the same way as Nick Fuentes when he says the same things in the same ways. Yeah. Chan says, I'm a hard man. We're all hard men up in this bitch, homie. There ain't no bitch-made motherfuckers in this hood under this hoodie. Let's go. Ghost of Niccolo, hard man. Let's go. Forge gang, forge gang, forge gang, hard man. Let's go. Everyone in Southern Israelite server is super paranoid, bro. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yes, dude. It's all about conspiracy, conspiracy, conspiracy. Jay Dyer's server, Ghost of Niccolo, is the same shit, dude. It's the exact same thing. Jay Dyer probably gets 100 views. The views that Nick gets and 10,000 Kino Casino does, yeah, they get like 1,000, they get like 1,000 more viewers than Jay Dyer. And probably 1 million more views than Southern Israelite. Yeah, well, Jay Dyer, all he does is just talk about, well, in the 4th century, this philosopher and that philosopher did this and that, and they were talking about whether or not an angel can rest upon the tip of a pen, and then Nick Fuentes is like going on, well, you know, well, we gotta save the white race, you know, and you know, being a cat boy is the best way to do that, you know. We gotta have all these cat boys, you know, in this demonstration on January 6th, and they won't arrest them because they're gay cat boys, meow. Warhammer, play Wordle on stream. I could try. Bubbles in chat. I don't think Bubbles is in my chat, bro. I'm pretty good just thinking about what to edit. Yeah, you're a real good editor, Esoteric. You're very good with editing stuff. Every time he shouts Forge Gang, a child in his basement cries. Cringe. Let's go! Forge Gang! I legit cut a snake's head off with a steak knife once. Hard man! What's up, Brucey Caboots? Brucey, let's go! Jay Dyer gets like 150 to 200K on some clips on Alex Jones's site. Jay Dyer has to rely on Alex Jones to get all of his viewers, because without Alex Jones, Jay Dyer would basically get nothing. Jay Dyer would be just like Southern Israelite if he didn't have, like, you know, the addition of Alex Jones or someone like that to guide him, according to the Council of Nicaea. Fuck yeah. Well, actually, the Council of Nicaea was not all that bad. What the Council of Nicaea did was it basically brought to point, like, you know, how the New Testament canon should be, and what the points of the divinity of Christ and the basic, you know, how the church should organize itself on the ecclesia level, the divinity of Christ and the relationship to the Father, and, you know, just the basic points of the church were debated at the Council of Nicaea. LOL, that Fuentes impression. Well, I think that if all the guys at the January 6th protest were just cat boys, they wouldn't have gotten arrested. Ghost, Naya. Let's go! Kino Casino is unwatchable people. Just want to belong to a gang against Rolf. Same with the DSP haters that snipe DSP and add nothing but have 5 times the viewers. They just want a place to hate on him. Yeah, and that's just basically what the sole purpose of the Kino Casino really is. It's just a place to go to attack and hate the kill stream. It's the conglomeration of all of the Ethan Rolf haters. It's all about signaling against Rolf AF and supporting the new popular thing Daddy Jim approves of. Yeah, it's pretty gay. Is that Jim? Like, who is Daddy Jim? Like, is Daddy Jim the main rival of Ethan Rolf? I'm actually enjoying the Kino Casino, watching the downfall of America First, and all the weird shit they get up to is entertaining to me. It's not stuff I would find out about otherwise. Maybe so, dude. Warhammer would put SI in a box. Yep, I would, Jeff Berry, you're right. I probably wouldn't bother listening to it if I didn't need something to listen to at work. Oh, hi guys. This is PPP. I want to talk about Ethan Rolf. Ethan Rolf got his ass beat up in Portugal. He was like looking for, did you know about the Vickers? The Vickers and what they were doing. Have you found out about the Vickers? Meanwhile, he sits in his poopy underwear. Honestly, like 2 years ago, that would have been a somewhat novel idea, but it's so old hat. A lot of relatively novel ideas on 4chan do not age well. Like, when it first comes out on 4chan and stuff, it's funny, but afterwards, stuff from 4chan never ages well. No! Unintelligible Warski noises! At Brucey Kibbutz. If you watch the streams on their own, they're a lot better most of the time. Casey does not add much and wastes a lot of time. The Kino Casino. Forge Chan! Da-da-da-da-da. Where is Bubbles in the chat? I haven't seen Bubbles anywhere. I don't think Bubbles watches me. Anyways, the Kino Casino is just boring, dude. Oh, they think that they have such hot takes on the Kino Casino. But it's all the same garbage. Like, watch Nick's show on Cozy. I don't know if my phone will even do that. Forge gang always wins! Gang, 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 gang. Little shimmy in the house be roasting with a blouse. You better be ready, I'm toasting with the most. Nick Fuentes is gay as fuck. Little shimmy up here. What's up, Galdi? Sup, Forage? What's up, Galdi? Brucey Cozy is actually great. It works really well. Yeah, Cozy TV, I don't know. Cozy TV is still a relatively new website. Maybe when they get the kinks and the bugs out in the programming, it'll be easier to watch. Brucey Kibbutz. Cozy runs better than Odyssey on my phone. Forge Gang nationalism! Let's go! Hardman nationalism! I just use YouTube. Nothing else really works great for me. Gang! Up in this bitch when the whole the motherfuckers see, but you don't be knowing. Little shimmy, I'm here doing some hard gringe all the time with the freestyling. Hardcore gringe, that's where it be up. Let's go! UK drill beat freestyle la 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 time! The return of Little Shimmy. He's not Dimmy. Little Shimmy ain't no Dimmy. He's just like Little Willie. Just be a winnin'. Just be big chillin' winnin' like the real players in the house streets go. Maybe I'll give it a try. But then I have to watch these people. I'd rather have PPP and his homosexual slaves hunt down the content for me. Well, Plate Gang also does a lot of the same stuff that the Kino Casino does. But personally, Brucey, I would rather just watch what Baked Alaska, Ethan Rolfe, and Nick Fuentes do straight up than rely on the Kino Casino to filter it out for me. You know, Kino Casino is really not everything, bro. Cozy TV has way more interesting streamers than anything you would ever see on the Kino Casino. Kino Casino is just too faggot and too idiot. You know, it's just a bunch of gay idiots. You know, just a bunch of, little trendy, little gay bisexual men laughing. Oh, did you see what Baked Alaska did? It was so funny. Yeah, I just saw what he did. It's so hilarious. Yeah, that's the Kino Casino in a hard shell. Very based, Warhammer, strongly agree. Kino Casino is supplementary. Yeah, I would watch what Ethan Rolfe, Nick Fuentes, etc. do first, and then I would watch the Kino Casino take. You know, that's just Kino Casino is not everything, dude. I would just watch it secondhand. And you know that PPP and Warski are going to lie. Fair enough. It works well for me while I work, though. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Brucey, it's important to have a balanced view on everything. It's always important to try to keep and maintain a balanced view. You know, and also stay logical. Have to keep it logical and consistent. Ghost of Niccolo Hammer, is there hope for Sam B? You know, Ghost, I think that Sam B has a lot of potential. He's kind of like our version of Gohan. He has a lot of potential, but he wastes it. If he were to actually try and put in the effort and actually do something, people would probably find him interesting to watch. But I don't think that he would be that much more interesting than the Daimyo at the most. You know. But Sam B, Sam B basically just wants to waste his energy. And I don't think he's really that serious of being a streamer. It's almost as good as Mr. Deadman's show. The Kino Casino or what? I think Deadman is better than the Kino Casino. I can't watch Ralph watch Trucker for hours a day while I work. I just can't. Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to have like a certain degree of trailer park redneck humor to watch Ralph constantly. But I would just prefer to get the first take or the original take first and then get the added take afterwards. Sam B needs to see his dad commit seppuku in front of him before he can unlock his Super Saiyan form. Basically so, yes, exactly. Is it just me, or would Sam B be a really good rapper? His name even sounds like a rapper. Yeah, perhaps, yeah, maybe so. He's in the right demographic and the right age group. He could probably be a pretty darn good rapper. Great Gohan analogy, Hammer. It is like he is the great Saiyan man. Maybe he's the Red X. All right, so I think I have found out the mystery of the Red X. The Red X is Southern Israelite. How do I know this? Because on his Tavington Discord account, he wears a red coat. So, maybe Southern Israelite is the Red X. We don't really know, but it's just a presupposition. Watching Ralph is for the fun of him, Fed posting at his enemies. Maybe so. You never know when Ralph will do it, so it's part of the problem and the charm. Ethan Rolfe knows how to use his quirks or his quirkiness to his personal advantage. PPP can't even do that. The X. Closing in on the Red X. Yes, maybe we will eventually find out the mystery of the Red X. I used to watch Rolf literally every day. Wow, you did on the kill stream? Didn't it kind of get rather boring to constantly watch him? Oh, let's just be going here. Let's go with America first. I listened to every episode of the kill stream from 2017 to 2020, and now I'm more retarded than I was before. Darn, bro. Damn, son. Yeah, I did. That's why I stopped. Ralph is better now than before, but I get being done with that scene. I watched him in 2019 and 2020 regularly. So basically it just went to crap after 2020. I wonder what happened to the kill stream. So it was at its best around 2019, 2018? Or what, dude? Oh, by the way, is Ethan Ralph a National Socialist? What's his political takes? Never admit weakness. Hard Forge Gang. Hard Man Gang. Little shimmy freestylin', always be rilin'. This is where we be getting it. You know you better not be dissing it. Better never miss a beat. Better never miss a beat. I still remember the episode when he interviewed Laura Loomer and wouldn't let anyone dance with her. That's when I knew it was over. Yeah, you kind of have to allow your viewers to throw their bants out. If you don't, you're going to kill people watching your show. Rolf is a political chameleon. He doesn't have any beliefs except for what's good for him. Ah, very Shylock of him. I imagine he's more of a civic nationalist, but I don't really know. Interesting. Little shimmy freestyling up in this. Let's be goes in at it. Going all the way with the hardcore. Sam B couldn't handle the flames of the little shimmy freestyle, yo. Sam B got nothing up in here with little shimmy. That's where we be getting at. Troon, Sammy, where you going to be when little shimmy comes to town? With his grills going hardcore on like a real mofo, that's where we be getting at. I'll tell you what happened. Ralph got exposed for all of his sins and made it hard for him to ever go at others like he used to. Now he only goes hard at his ex-friends because that's personal. Wow. So basically, Ralph turned against everyone, dude. It's pretty crazy. I love shaming Southern Israelite. Yeah, so do I. Good take, ZXV. Before Ralph would target and destroy people, he felt he couldn't anymore, so PPP took over that grift. Oh, so PPP is now basically the new Ethan Ralph. PPP is Ethan Ralph Jr. The great Gunt of the North inherited and took up the mantle of the great Gunt of the South. Woo! Warhammer would knock Sam B the F out. Stand up to the plate, Sam B, if you think that you can rap with the hardcore little shimmy ba-rap ba-rap ba-ba. Let's go. You going to be the next Parappa the Rapper, Sam B? Let's be getting it. Let's go into a great rap battle civil war. Boom! Let's go! So Rolf, I take it, was a very good commentator, and he was able to be very successful at going after people hardcore, and then PPP took over that mantle or took over that niche after he fell from grace. Crazy! Alright, well, Body Slam Sam Bay. WWE Sam Body Slam. Let's do it. Oh, Ghost of Niccolo, when do you want to do a co-op on PlayStation 4, bro? When are you going to be off again? I'm able to finally purchase a subscription on the PlayStation 4, but I was just wondering. Let's body slam that Sam Bay. He ain't gonna stand a chance, boy. You're gonna get owned. Let's do it. PPP targeted destroying others. He went at Dick, Nick, Riquita, Nick Fuentes, and of course Ralph. So that's basically just all that PPP really does, is he just throws bants at other people. Or other e-celebs. Crazy. I'm off Tuesday, bro. Let's go! Forge Gang! Alright, I'll see you Tuesday night, bro. We have to make a Sam B rap. That can be done. Yeah, the kill stream went at hypocrites like Boogie, or Bogey, and their mental health scams, but he stopped all that. Wow. Kill stream used to be good. Wow, dude, and after 2020, it all went to shit. Ghost of Niccolo, hi. Hey, what's up, Ashley? Forge Gang! Warhammer versus the Sam B rap battle would be legendary, can't lie. Well, I'll see if I can get a hold on Sam B during a stream and try to rap battle with him. Ghost of Niccolo, Forge! Hey, Ash. PPP sells hate. So did the kill stream. Well, you know, the Bible says that you're not supposed to have wrath or hatred in your heart. So that's how we know that Ethan, Rolf, and PPP are not Christians. Hi, Ashley. Let's go. Forge, gang hard men be winning, driving in a Cadillac, going and cruising. PPP, your fat ass. Go wash yourself, nigga. Sam B and Little Shimmy going at a hardcore rap battle. This where we be, dissing out. Where we going? This is where we're going at. Sam B versus Warhammer on the kill stream. Rap battle. Let's go. Kill stream, except it's just Southern Israelite playing video poker for 12 hours straight. Dude, I wonder who's more addicted to playing poker, Crack Rock Chris or Southern Israelite? Who do you think is more addicted, Crack Rock Chris or Southern Israelite? When is Euros going to teach Sam B to rap? Yeah, Euros. Yo, my homie Euros, bro. Ear Juice's evil twin. When are you going to help Sam B learn to rap so we can have a rap battle when the Kino Corner comes back, bro? Yo, Ear Juice's evil twin. When are you going to teach Sam B how to rap so we can have a rap battle on the Kino Corner? Let's go! Forge gang, forge gang, forge gang. Little Shimmy be remixing on the high speed with the grunge. You know where we be getting it on the grunge. That's where we be feeling it on the grunge, on the run from the law. This is it. This is the next Kino arc. Sam B versus Lil Shimmy. Let's do this. Gang. Alright, well, this was a fun live stream, but I'm going to end it. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Thank you for showing up and coming by.